Hey everybody, my name's Alex. Last year I was the leader of a James Walk on Nose Hill. Maybe the last 2 years, I'm not entirely sure. But Nose Hill is a gift that is magnificent in the city of Calgary. And when I walk here, I have so much connection. When I run here, when I walk in the winter, when I mountain bike like I just finished. This is a very magical place. It's actually probably, when I was a child, the first place I really learned about nature. I grew up in Huntington Hills when I was young, and then I moved across further northwest to Silver Springs. And then kind of in sort of my early career, I lived just on North Mount Drive right underneath Nose Hill. I've been coming to Nose Hill my entire life. My parents were both a part of working to protect Nose Hill Park in the 70s and maintain and establish what remains today as a park. At one point it was under threat for full development. And if any of you think about kind of Nose Hill Park and your experiences, you'll probably be amazed that it might not have been here. This is just really where I first learned about nature. I come up here, I run for 2 hours, I don't cross my own path once. I can walk for hours and hours and hours. I've started up from North Mount Drive, walking up Nose Hill in a snowstorm in minus 20 or 30, and had the experience of not being able to see more than maybe 10, 15 feet in front of me. And as I came to the first beginning peak of the hill on the south end, realizing that if I kept walking, I could die in the middle of a city of over 1 million people if I just kept walking into that snowstorm at midnight that night. And that felt fabulous. I was smart enough to turn around, but if you think about it, literally only 150 years ago, this was the place primarily of the First Nations, and also the end of the fur trade and the coming of the RCMP. So much happened here, and this is part of like all of our territory here in Southwest Alberta, the Siksika, the Stoney, the Tsuut'ina, the Blackfoot, the Pagan. There's so many different tribes connected to Alberta, and the people who have been here long, long before us. And the fact that we still have this land, and today, in 2016, I think it was a group of many Blackfoot nations, some kind of Blackfoot Confederacy conference. Related to that, they built a medicine wheel on the far southeast corner of Nose Hill Park by the 14th Street entrance. If you haven't been there, I highly encourage you to go and check it out and honor and think about why that's there and what it means. Very close to there, there's also a labyrinth, which I've been lucky enough to come up here in the last week. Right now it's about April 15th, I think it is, and I've been up here 4 or 5 times, and I've walked the labyrinth 3 times and had beautiful meditative experiences and kind of gifts of the universe, just walking in the labyrinth, walking, biking, running in this park. This park also, at one time, the far end where the labyrinth is and where the intermittent lake is, the lake that's there in the springtime, that used to be a quarry. And there's been a process where it was bought and passed back to the city and then protected as a park. So this place has gone through so many different phases, and it's currently in a phase where there are so many Calgarians up here, and it's fabulous that they come up here. Yet there are many who haven't discovered it, and I hope some of you discover it in the future. But when you come here, I really encourage you to honor this land, walk and cycle and run on it with low impact. Whatever you bring in, make sure you take out. If you see any garbage, and there's almost no garbage up here because people treat this place wonderfully, and you'll have the chance to see deer. You'll have the chance to see coyotes. I see coyotes quite often up here, occasionally a red fox, Swainson's hawks, great horned owls, porcupine. I think very occasionally there's even cougars up here. It is just a magical place to be and a gift in Calgary. And I hope that through spending time thinking about your city and the places and the things that give you a sense of place, if you've been up here before, come back, feel its magic again. If you haven't been here, I really hope you get a chance to come up here soon. So Jane's Walk is a beautiful, important thing to help us get a sense of place, share a sense of place, and be with things. So I hope you get a chance. Thanks for listening. This is Alex. Have a wonderful year. All the best, everybody. Cheers.